Peace. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, and I'm coming to you with another reading. I want to ask our spirit guides to please bless, guide, and protect us. Please help me to pull the guided messages for Gemini so that they are clear and that they aid Gemini in finding the answers within that they need. Hopefully, this will be a gentle guide in the right direction. So let's get right to it, Gemini. The task at hand is the Hermit in reverse. So you may have withdrawn from a situation, or maybe you have pulled back from your daily activities. Maybe there's like a depressive state for some, but you did withdraw from a situation. It could have been a relationship with the devil card here in this spread. I feel, Gemini, that you may have felt as though you were betrayed with the Seven of Swords here. You felt as though someone was keeping the truth from you. Someone didn't hold your um, someone didn't hold your heart in the most sacred space the way in which you held theirs. You felt like maybe they held back in ways that you were not holding back in. You gave yourself completely, and this person gave you a part of them. And for this reason, you may be feeling the betrayal with the Seven of Swords. The problem in connection with that is that I see you looking back. I even sent someone that's resenting the relationship, saying, like, I just wish I would have just followed my heart when I first felt that there was something wrong. Because in this connection, Gemini, you felt throughout the time frame of the connection with your person, or with the person that you were thinking of, that something isn't right. Something doesn't add up. Something does not make sense. But because of the person that you are, Gemini, you like to see things through. You like to take risks. You like to look beyond people's faults and beyond the things that they are fighting, because being an empath, you feel things before you see them. And you felt like this person really wanted to become who they were portraying, but you knew deep down inside they weren't there yet, but you stuck around. And then in the end, you ended up having to pull out and save yourself from the um, the repercussions and the backlash that occurs when one person is giving their all and the other person is just given a variation of how they want to be seen as opposed to being seen. So this is a very convoluted, fucked up situation, because you knew what you were getting into. I feel like, Gemini, you knew that this person had addictions, or maybe you felt as if you could be one of their addictions. So you kind of played into this as well, maybe thinking that you would be able to help them to see your true worth. They knew that you were it. They knew what they had in their hands, but they just thought that because you were so open and honest and free, that they can bottle this energy and just keep it for themselves, because they're used to getting what they want. They're used to hiding their truth and showing a portion of themselves, and not showing Gemini, hey, this is my life, this is where I'm at with it, because they're afraid that Gemini will pull back. Like, I'm not with the BS. I've been through this road before. I know what is what. So I feel like they just wanted to keep you in a certain space, Gemini, to keep you away from the life that they were actually living, so that it was like a fairy tale, like they were living in their head. So it's crazy, because you could have been dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, or working very hard on a relationship with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn with the Eight of Pentacles, with the overall energy. But this is someone like that knew you were force to be reckoned with. And I'm gonna have to break it to you, Gemini, they kept you to themselves because mostly because they didn't want anyone else to have you. And that's just what it is. And the problem with that is that they're mourning the loss of you because you pulled yourself back. And now you've pulled back so much that you've pulled back from not only things that you were addicted to, you were addicted to this love, but you pulled back from things that you were working on. Like you may have been on your, you may have been on a roll with, rolling in clients for your business, or a trainer at a gym, or, going out on the weekends, meeting new people, networking, partying just doing what you do, meeting up with folks and just being the open, bubbly self that you are. And then this situation betrayed you so badly that you just pulled back from everything because you had to get your head in order to figure out, why is it that this person felt that I was the one that needed to have this experience? But it wasn't their call, and it was your call. And it was a lesson that you had to learn, because Gemini, I feel like this is not the first time that you've experienced this. This is not your first rodeo. Right now, you are mourning the loss of this relationship, but I don't feel as though you want that relationship back. I feel like you're picking up the pieces and you are moving on with what you can from the situation. So you may have benefited from this situation. This person, I see them contacting you if they haven't already done so. I feel like they're contacting you with the same offer to bring you back into the situation because they feel lost without you. But I feel like this Five of Cups energy is something that you both are feeling. I feel like you both feeling the loss of this. Also, what you need to know is that they are still doing the same thing that they were doing with you. If they were seeing other people, they probably thought you didn't know, or maybe you did find out and that's why you withdrew, Gemini, because they were being dishonest. And this is you and this is them as well. You're pulling away, or he or she may be pulling away because you're not responding to them anymore. So they may be reaching out to you on social media. You may have them blocked because you don't want to be involved with, hence the Hermit in reverse. And I feel as though you just want to make your peace with this situation so that you can move on. I feel like you just see so much better for yourself. You knew that this person was a challenge. And Gemini, you love a good challenge, but your spirit guides showed you who this person was and you went along with it because there's a lesson that you had to learn, once again, with the Devil card here. But this is all your energy right here, and this is their energy right here as well. It's like you're going back and forth. Both of you have not released each other from the situation as yet. You want to just move on and work on the things that you were working on before you met this person. And I feel like because you withdrew from everything with the Hermit in reverse, it's just like you're trying to figure out how you can move on from this betrayal. What else does Gemini need to know? See, you're not trying to see any opportunities with the Four of Cups anymore. Like, you're not trying to hear anything right now because you're like, if somebody could lie to me so badly, if somebody could just do me like this when I was open with them, I was honest, I gave them the best of me, I showed them who I was, I showed them where I was going, they believed in my vision, they made me feel as though I was their wish fulfillment, I opened up to them, I was vulnerable, and I begged them for their truth, and they gave me a variation of it with the Seven of Swords. And now you're assessing the situation and you're like, all the cards were laying right in front of me, but I chose to see nothing. I chose to hear nothing. I chose to feel nothing because I wanted to give this person space, a space of nothing to fill it in with their truth. And instead they gave me lies. And now, Gemini, you're heartbroken. You're heartbroken. And then now they're trying to reach out to you with their cup as well. And you're not seeing that shit. You're not seeing that shit. Gemini, you have options. You have people that are trying to get at you, and you are not even trying to see these people. Not because you may not have an opportunity to bridge the gap with someone else, but you just know how important it is for your heart to be in the right place before you embark on a relationship with someone and drag them into this whirlwind of baggage and fuckery. But the person that you were with dragged you into their whirlwind of fuckery, and now you're recovering from it. What else does Gemini need to know? Oh, Gemini, your spirit guides want you to know that you will not be hurt for long. You had to experience this because there is a spiritual awakening coming for you. There's a life that's being manifested right now that you've been manifested, because this right here is the conclusion. This is the conclusion of it all. The conclusion is that this is going to inspire you to go harder for what it is that you were working towards. Because this person, I feel like this person, Gemini, they may have they looked out for you, but they looked out for you and they let you know it. You know, it's like this person was in a good position to help you out, and you accepted the help because why not? You know, but they're a secretive person, so you saw it as a way to get assistance as well without your business being in the streets, because you knew that you were a personal person and private person, and so were they. So privately y'all were coming up together, but they weren't keeping it real about who else was on the come up with them. They didn't want to keep you in the loop because they weren't ready to express everything that they were hiding as yet, because they were trying to clear it up before it came to Front Street. It's like there's a part of them that they just wanted to leave behind and keep Gemini out of the mess, but instead they ended up hiding it and looking like a liar anyway. But this Judgment card is saying that, Gemini, you have nothing to worry about. Your spirit guides wants you to focus inward. Focus on the things that you were focusing on before this relationship came and uprooted your entire life into a space that you grew from. This is not your first rodeo, and I'm saying this. Maybe you love cowboy boots. I see you looking at a pair of turquoise cowboy boots. I don't know, that just popped into my mind with bronze embellishments on it. That was random as shit. But it's not your first rodeo. Maybe you're into gambling. You like to gamble. What else? Yeah, look at this. Your strength. Your strength comes from within, because to get this Nine of Pentacles, look how this storyline is coming to part. You had to pull away from the situation, Gemini. Because I feel like although you were this person's wish fulfillment, they weren't ready to accept what you had to offer. They couldn't let you go with this Devil card here. They were still going through the works. They had no clue what to do with you, Gemini. All they knew how to do was to show you that they cared through money and through just doing extravagant things for you. When all you wanted, Gemini, was for them to keep it a buck, and now look what happened. You had to withdraw. They're trying to give you the cup. They're still hiding shit, even as you are asking them to just tell me the truth, and they won't even do that. So now you have to mourn the loss of this, but understand that you have the strength to overcome this. You went through this entire situation because you're going to be an inspiration to somebody else. You're going to have this conversation with someone else. And this is going to be so random and weird to you at first. It's going to blow your mind the way how this is going to flip and something that you're going to be able to monetize with this Nine of Pentacles here. You are still, even in the midst of withdrawing from the things that you do on your day-to-day, to just to feel again, to make sure that you didn't lose a part of yourself. In the midst of all this, you're still trying to put the pieces together so that you can make your life the way that you wanted it to be. You even expressed what your goals were to this person, and they were helping you. But they were helping you, and they were helping others too, because this person doesn't know how to say no. And Gemini, this person is going to regret the day they screwed you over. Yeah, because you are going to get your wish fulfillment. Your family got your back, Gemini. You are on the way to a stable new beginning because you genuinely gave your all. You gave every bit you had to give. And the beautiful thing about this, Gemini, is that you knew when to pull out. You knew when to say enough is a fucking enough, and I'm not doing this shit with you no more. And as much as it hurt you, you kept going because you knew that you've been down this road before, and you know it ain't a good one to be in. It's not a good road to be on. especially when you trotted that path before. You talk to people and you give them that advice and you tell them, hey, you're going to face your judgment if you don't leave fucked up situations when you realize that the people who are involved don't have your best interest at heart. And I feel like this person genuinely loved you, Gemini. They saw you as someone that they could be with for the long haul, but they did not know how to handle the energy that you had to bring because it was something that was so new, innovative, and different. They just wanted to bottle you up and selfishly keep you for themselves until they figured out how to cut the loose ends with everyone else, but they couldn't do it because they weren't ready. You can't make somebody do some shit that they weren't ready for, but your guides are telling you that you've been going hard enough, and this is enough. Enough is enough, Gemini. And you need to keep on going and understand that your stars are lining up. Look at all these stars. Look at all these stars in this blue ass sky. Look at all these stars. They are lining. Your stars are aligning. Don't get it twisted. This is preparing you for something that's bigger than you. And this person is going to double back and you're going to be too grand to even entertain it. I feel like this person may come around, but they're going to come around when you done started a new relationship with someone else, because I see a new relationship coming for you, Gemini. I see you going into a new relationship after all is said and done. After I see you starting a new business if you haven't already done so. I see you enjoying the fruits of your labor. I see you traveling. Look, I see this person. They definitely coming back. But you are not going in the same direction. You're not going in the same direction. You working towards your wish fulfillment, which is the wish that you have for your life, which is to change what your situation is. And you can no longer let a man or a woman hold you back because they don't know how to love themselves. So Gemini, embrace this new energy. There is something big coming your way, and it's coming fast. Your guide says that they know you're tired. They know that you're tired. Look at all of these stars. I feel like you're somebody that's going to be super big in life. Like Gemini, you are going to be so big in life. It's going to make your head spin. I feel like you're working towards something that is a purpose that is bigger than you. And it is coming fast. What is it that you want Gemini to know, Spirit? What else is it that you want Gemini to know before we go? What is it that you want Gemini to know before we go? What is it that you want Gemini to know before we go? What is it that you want Gemini to know before we go? Yes! The Ace of Wands, Gemini. This new energy and the opportunities that's coming fast for you. Your spirit guides want you to know that this person had to get up out your fucking life for you to come up on some baller shit. They couldn't be around. Even if they helped you to get where you are, they helped you with lies. And it wasn't worth it. So you had to cut those ties so that you could move on your own 2 feet so nobody could come back and say, I made you. Gemini, release this energy and don't allow it to make you lose any more opportunities or sleep. It's not worth it. Remember, you can have anything that you want. And anything that you want is yours, Gemini. You just have to know it. That's it. I hope this reading resonated with someone. Someone really needed to hear this message. If you wanted to book a personal reading, go to tellemtribetarot.com. Follow me on Instagram. Love and light, Tribe.